Yes. Hi all. Welcome to Shivagana Aptitude classes. I come up with a new video. In this video, I will explain the most important reasoning topic for government jobs as well as for the upcoming TCS Nqt also. So that is the spatial aptitude. Under spatial aptitude, a lot of topics are there. I will explain dices. This is comes under figure analysis as well as factual analysis. This is one of the topics in the upcoming TCS. One of the topics in the upcoming TCS. And also an important topic for many government jobs examinations. Let us get into the topic straight away. Right, this topic is useful for all these companies placements as well as competitive examinations also. We may expect the questions in gate examination also. Yeah, dices. Generally, if you see a dice, it is having 6 faces. A dice consisting of 6 faces. If you place the dice on a plane, you can able to see only 3 faces. You can able to see only 3 faces. Right? Generally, a dice is having how many faces? 6 faces. If you place on a plane, you will see only 3 faces. So the 3D structure of a cube is nothing but a dice. The 3D structure of a cube is nothing but a dice, right? So this is on a dice. There the representations are might be numbers. With the numbers, each face dice will be represented like 1 2 3 4 5 6, or with special symbols on each face. Special symbols are also going to represent, or with the dots, also like this, or with the dots also. The representation is anyway, right? Next point. Next, in general, there are 2 types of dices are available. First dice is nothing but standard dice. First type of dice is standard dice. Standard dice. What is standard dice? I will explain. Let us say the 3 faces of a particular dice is like this. The 3 faces of a particular dice. The 3 faces of a particular dice. Let us say 2 here, 3 here, 6 here, 6 here. Let us say this dice. Now, if the face 2, if its opposite is, if, see here, if face 2, if 2 opposite is 5, and if 3 opposite is 4, and if 6 opposite is 1, here 2 plus 5 is 7, here 3 plus 4 is 7, 6 plus 1 is 7. What it means is sum of the numbers on the face and its opposite face. Sum of the numbers on the face and its opposite face. If it is equal to 7, then it is called standard dice. One more time. If sum of the numbers on the face. Now, in a dice, on a plane, we can see only 3 faces. Right? So then how to identify opposite faces? This is the important question in dices. How to identify opposite faces? Right? Okay, we'll see about this question later. Now, for this particular dice, if we do the sum of these numbers on the side by side faces, what I'm meaning is 3 side is 2, 3 plus 2, 3 side is also 6, 3 plus 6, 2 side is 6, or 6 side is 2, 2 plus 6. This is not equal to 7. This is not equal to 7. This is also not equal to 7. In this case also the dice is called standard dice. If sum of the numbers on side by side faces, sum of the numbers on side by side faces, if it is not equal to 7, if it is not equal to 7, then it is called standard dice. In this way we can identify whether a given dice is standard dice or non-standard dice. Let us see what is non-standard dice. Non-standard dice. Let us see non-standard dice. Non-standard dice, also called as general dice. Also called as general dice. Let us take the three faces on a plane of a dice, or like this. This is 2, 5, 4. Now if you add these two side by side faces, 2 plus 5 is equal to 7. So this is not a standard dice, it is a non-standard dice or general dice. Sum of side by side, sum of side by side faces, if it is equal to 7, then it is called general or non-standard dice. General dice or non-standard dice. So in the competitive examinations, exclusively in government jobs, this is the most important topic, my dear viewers, and also in the upcoming drives like TCS, this dices topic will be there in the topic of factual analysis. Factual analysis, and it is very rare, very rare to cover this topic in the CRT training provided by the outside consulting parties. It is very rare. So that is the reason why repeatedly listen, grab the knowledge, crack the placement. Now see what are the different types of questions. The possible dices questions are, there are the questions on 4 dices, there are the questions on 3 dices, there are questions on 2 dices, and there are the questions on open dice. Open dice also. So these are the 4 varieties of questions that we are going to see in this video. All the questions are only one, opposite face identification. Opposite face. 4 positions of the same dice. This is all, these are same dice, 4 positions. These are not the 4 dices. These are not 4 dices. The 4 positions of a single die. Remember, understand, 4 positions of a single die. If you see from top face, some are visible. If you see from left side, some are visible. If you see from front side, some faces are visible. Like that, these are the 4 positions of a dice. Now what is trying to ask is, what is opposite face of 3? We need to identify opposite face of 3, right? Now how to do this? Now we need opposite face of 3, right? Okay, now other than 3 remaining numbers 1 2 3 4 5 6, because 3 opposite is not 3, 3 opposite is not 3, right? The face itself cannot be its opposite face. The face itself cannot be its opposite face. That is the reason why 3 opposite cannot be 3. So other than 3, rest of the numbers I was written. Now if you see this one, if you see this one, 1 and 4 are present. These are 1 and 4 are side by side faces, cannot be opposite. Just strike off. Now if you see this one, 6 and 1 are side by side faces, so cannot be opposite. Already 1 is strike, now I am striking 6. Now if we see this figure, if you see this figure, 2 and 6 are side by side faces, cannot side by side faces of 3, so cannot be opposite faces, so 2 is out, 2 is out, right? So the only thing that was left is 5, so therefore 3 opposite is 5. That's the answer for the question. This is how you need to answer. Just to strike the side by side faces, then you will find the opposite face. This is the trick the candidates you should use. Next, in this figure, what is the opposite figure of this rectangle? So what are all the figures which are, we need the opposite figure of this rectangle? Okay. Now what are the figures which are there, which are given in the boxes or in the faces? One figure is like this. Okay. Another one is like this. Another one is like this. Another one is like this. Is there any other? Yeah. Is there any other figure? Any other figure? Yeah. This is. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 faces are marked with 6 different symbols. 6 faces are marked with 6 different symbols. Okay. Now, if you see this figure 1 for rectangle, this one and this one are side by side faces, so cannot be opposite. If you see figure 2, this inverted triangle, if we see this second figure, the inverted triangle and these lines are side by side, so cannot be opposite. The only figure left is this one. So therefore, for the opposite of this rectangle is this figure, which was there in the options. That's it. Next one, opposite of 4. Now this is 3 dices. This is 3 dices. Okay. The similar opposite of 4 we need, right? So 4 is there. Other than 4, rest are 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Right. Now in this figure, first figure, 2, 5 are side by side, cannot be opposite. Now in this figure, 3, 2 are side by side, cannot be opposite. In this figure, 4, 5 are opposite. Sorry, 1, 5 are opposite. So 1 is striked out. The only number left is 6. So 4 opposite is 6. 6 opposite is 4. Next, opposite of 6. Opposite of 6. We need 6 opposite, but 6 is present only in this figure. There is no 6 in this figure. There is no 6 in this figure, right? There is no common. Now in this case, my viewers, my audience, what you have to do is, right, other than 6, take any other common. If I take 1, other than 1, remaining are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now in first figure, 4, 3 are side by side, so cannot be opposite to 1. Now in second figure, 2, 6 are side by side of 1, cannot be opposite. So 1 opposite is 5. That's the result we got. 1 opposite 5. This is the result we got. Now next, take another common number 3. Another common number 3. Other than 3, rest of the numbers are 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Right? Now, in the first box, 1, 4 are side by side, so cannot be opposite of 3. In the third box, 1, 2 are side by side, cannot be opposite to 3, so strike it out. In the second box, there is no 3. So from this, what the remaining? So 3 opposite might be 3 opposite might be 5 or 6. Already we got one opposite is 5, so cannot be opposite to 5. So 3 opposite is 6. Now opposite to 6, right? 6 is there in this box, let us try. In the third box, other than 6, 1 2 3 4 5. In the third box, 2 comma 4 are side by side of 6, cannot be opposite. In the second box, 3 comma 5 are side by side, cannot be opposite. The only number left is 1, therefore 6 opposite is 1. That's the answer. 6 opposite is 1. That's the answer. Next, opposite of 4. This is now 2 dices. Till now we have seen 3 blocks, now 2 blocks. Not 2 dices, single dice, 2 figures in different views, in two different views, 2 dices. Now what we have, how to identify? If you see 1 5 6 2 4 5, now in this and in this, common is what? First identify the common is 5. So starts from common, now starts from common, travel in clockwise direction, so 5 6 1 in the first. Now here 5 2 4, 5 2 4, right, like this. Now we need 4 opposite, so 4 opposite is 1. Answer over. 4 opposite is 1. You should start from common and should travel in clockwise direction, my dear viewers. Next, you have to identify the position of this symbol. This is nothing but this symbol, right? Okay. Common, what is common? This alpha is common, starts from alpha, travel in this infinity symbol and this symbol. Next, starts from alpha, travel in clockwise direction, alpha, theta, beta. Now as per the question, the opposite of this symbol is beta, which was there in the option, beta. Now, 2 positions of a cube are shown below. What is the face? What come opposite to the face containing 5? 5 opposite we need. Okay. 9 is common, so travel in clockwise. 9 6 3. 9 is common, travel in clockwise. 9 5 4. Opposite of 5 is 6. Answer is over. Next one, see, 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 4 5 6, right? Okay. Now in this question, the 2 different positions of a cube are given. And there is no common number here. No common number here. In this case, how to identify the opposite? Straight away, just see, 1 opposite is 6 positions, 1 opposite is 6, 2 opposite is 4, or 4 opposite is 2. Now 3 opposite is 5, based on the positions, exact positions. So these are the opposite. This trick you should use, my dear viewers, at the time of no common number is present. If no common number is present. Now, opposite of 6. Is there any common? So 1 is common. 1, 2, 6. Clockwise I just traveled. Now 1, 3, 2. 1, 3, 2. 1, 3, 2. So opposite of 6 is 2. right? That's the answer for the question. Wait, my dear viewers, this is wrong. This is wrong. Why this is wrong, I will tell. Now see, in the previous question there is no common. How to identify opposite, I just explained. Now just go to one more previous. In this, only one common number, only one common number, only one common number, this is also okay. Now see, in this question just observe 1 comma 2, 2 1. In this case what you have to do is, he is asking 6 opposite, 6 opposite is 3. This is the answer, my dear viewers. This is the answer, my dear viewers. Just observe the given figure, how many are common. Based on that you should proceed. My sincere advice, there is a lot of chance to commit the mistake during the examination time. So practice more, practice more. You cannot do the mistakes at the time of examination. You cannot do the mistakes at the time of examination, right? Cool. So this is the example when two common numbers are there. So next one is open dice. Next one is open dice. In case of open dice, how to identify opposite face, I will tell. Till now we just seen this closed dice. We just seen this closed dice. Now open dice, very simple. Alternative blocks are opposite. Alternative blocks are opposite. Just remember this. Alternative blocks are opposite. So 2 opposite is 4, 6 opposite is 3, and 1 opposite is 5. So in this question 2 opposite is 4, or 4 opposite is 2. Next 6 opposite is 3, 6 opposite is 3, and the remaining is 1 opposite is 5. In this way you have to identify opposite faces. Alternative blocks are opposite. Next one. Now what is this question? Now using this, by using this open dice, which closed dice is not possible to form? By using this open dice, which closed dice not right, which closed dice not possible to form, not possible to form. Very simple, very simple. Go by reverse way, right? In this open dice, A opposite is C, A opposite is C, D opposite is F, or F opposite is D, and the remaining is B opposite is E, B opposite is E. Remember, my dear viewers, opposite faces cannot be side by side faces. Am I right or wrong? Opposite faces cannot be side by side faces. So now see, in the first option, ECB are the side by side faces. ECB are the side by side faces. But look at ECB. ECB. Okay. So E side is B. But in the open dice, E opposite is B. In the open dice, E opposite is B. But in option 1, E is the side by side, E and B are side by side. So cannot be this is possible dice. Answer for the question. Cannot be this. The opposite faces cannot be side by side. Here B and E are opposite. They are not at all side by side. But in the first option, B and E are side by side. That is the reason why this dice is not possible to form from this open dice. That's the answer for this question. That's the answer for this question. Now, what is the opposite of A here? D. Opposite of A is D. Opposite of B is E. Opposite of B is E. And the remaining is opposite of O is N. So these are the opposite faces of this open dice. Opposite faces of this open dice. That's the end of my session on dices, my dear viewers. This is enough to crack any government job examinations under the topic of dices. Most sufficient information, I put it in a simplest way. Now it is your turn to prepare and practice and remember more and more. All the best, my dear viewers. Remember, this is the topic newly introduced in TCS. There is a lot of chances to get this topic. Thank you one and all. Thank you one and all.